So last night, Dana White was at a dinner with Donald Trump and a lot of other government officials, and there was a shooting. There was a shooting of this guy who tried to get in to, I assume, assassinate Trump, and he didn't make it through, and he ended up getting detained by the police. But the point is that Dana White was at that dinner, and there's been some clips that have come out during the moment and even after of Dana White's reaction, and it's kind of like weird. So this is the first clip I'm going to show you. This was during, like, right after when the guy came in, or not the guy came in, but they heard the gunshots and they started, getting Trump out of there and stuff like that, and everyone was ducking. And this was Dana White just sitting during the moment. So here's the clip. So in this first part, this is the kind of main part because the other ones are just like him kind of being, escorted out and stuff like that. So he's sitting in the seat there, and he's like acting all proud. This first one here, look, he looks confused, but also like interested at the same time. He's like, there's just been someone, like, there's gunshots, and he's like, someone could come in and kill me right now, but he's like, I'm just gonna stand here or sit there, not ducking under. Because he says this later, which I'll show you, but he's not ducking under like any tables, because everyone's ducking under tables. Like this camera, look, everyone's on the ground. Look at the camera angle. Everyone's below the table, and there's a woman here, and Dana's just sitting in his seat, just taking in the moment. And I'll play the rest of the clip just to show the extra scenes. So this is Dana getting told to get out of there, or so he doesn't get killed or whatever.
Push out back there. Yeah.
You have like the Secret Service there with like the pistol in hand and stuff like that. If it wants to show it, like this guy here.
Back there.
Show his pistol. Yeah, and Dana White's just sitting on this I don't know, stage, just like taking in the moment. Like people are still under the desks. There's guys with guns, like the police are there. This guy right here is strapped up like a Call of Duty lobby, It's like Warzone. And Dana White's standing up. He's standing up in the crowd. Okay. It's like, this guy, they don't have the situation fully under control. And Dana White's just walking around as if nothing's happened. It's like he's got some sort of death pen, or death wish, rather. And he's just all laughing about it and stuff like that. So that's that clip. And as I said, I'll just put it back to this part. It's like Dana White's just sitting there. He's sitting there just, as I said, like, it's like he's got some sort of death. He doesn't really care to die, or he doesn't care for danger, Obviously, he's Dana White. He's the UFC guy and all that stuff. He deals with killers every day. But in a situation like this, it is kind of like admirable. He isn't like cowering away under the desks like a lot of the other people were in this clip, and it's kind of cool because I rant on about Dana White being like he doesn't care about the UFC anymore and stuff like that. But then you see this and it's kind of like, oh, he's actually quite a gangster of a guy, not ducking under any tables and stuff like that. However, there was an aftermath, or rather a clip afterwards of, I think it was when everyone was leaving the dinner, because what happened was that they called it off for obviously like security reasons, because they couldn't have it on after that. They don't know if anyone else is going to come in and try and shoot someone, So as they're leaving, I guess this is a reporter kind of goes up to Dana White and starts like asking him questions, and this is what Dana White has to say.
It started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and
he's saying he didn't get down because he thought it was awesome that some guy tried to shoot up the event. He's taking it in like this. He's at some sort of UFC event, just trying to take it all in.
It was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
So you were on the aisle. What exactly did you see?
We were sitting right in front of the table.
Okay.
Right in front of where the president was.
Yes. And what exactly happened? So someone got tackled, or like what?
Nobody got tackled, but guys came in looking for shooters. And they came toward our table. I thought the shooter was over by us or something. But yeah.
So you didn't see the actual attacker?
Yeah, as you said there, he thought the shooter was at like next to his bit. I guess the gunshot was like really loud, because the gunshot happened in a room over. It wasn't actually in the room. And it's like Dana White's ecstatic. He's so happy that there was like some. Maybe he just didn't want to go to this event because it was like he was probably invited by Trump or someone connected to Trump, being like, "You want to come to this dinner?" And I guess Dana White, because of the White House card, he can ask to be around Trump as we get closer to the White House card and stuff like that. And so maybe he just was like, "Oh, I need to go to this stupid dinner. I don't want to go. I already hate the UFC. I need to go to this stupid dinner that I don't care about." And then gunshots happening, and Dana White's like, "Oh my god, excitement!" Like he's actually ecstatic that he almost got caught up in a shooting. He almost got caught up in an assassination of the U.S. president, and it's like this is kind of encapsulates Dana White's, interest in the UFC. He hates the UFC. He's trying to do power slap and try to do boxing and stuff like that. That it's anything else other than the UFC will excite him. A shooting excites him. Boxing, whatever excites him. But it is just funny because it's like he almost died and he's like, "Oh my." It's just the first clip. This clip here just is really funny because it's like, look at his face when he's like looking around. He's actually like, like there's a huge grin on his face. He looks like a child and he looks like a kid in the candy shop. Oh my god, shooting, just like, this guy has got drip. That's my Warzone character behind him. But he's like, "Yo, what just happened?" But then I'll show the rest of this clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then he just leaves. And inwardly smiling, like he's like, "Oh my," it's like, "Yeah, there was a shooting." He's laughing at this guy. And it's just like really funny to look at. Because it's like, and as I said, it's like Dana White, we kind of have our criticisms of him. We think he's kind of going a bit sour in terms of the way he's running the UFC and the way he promotes stuff. But then you see something like this, and it does kind of remind us why we ever liked the guy in the first place. Because he is like a bit of a G, or he is a big G. He is a gangster. He's like a guy's guy. You know what I mean? Not to get all Nelk boys and stuff like that about it. Like, what's that thing they say? "Let's get Sandy," or whatever, what they say. And not to sound like that, not to sound like one of those guys, but he is kind of like, he's like a cool dad. He's like the cool dad you never had kind of thing, you know what I mean? So that's what happened with Dana White at this shooting thing. So that's the video. Just look how happy he looks here. He just looks like, "Oh my god, I have a story to tell tonight." So yeah, that's the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, really helps out. If you have an opinion about anything I said in the video, please comment below, let me know what you think, and I will see you later. Bye.